Oh, there it is.
My first job is to move the pitch
Oh,
1.5
it just
meters
literally
sideways,
splits at the seams.
tearing apart the
And
3
there's
segments of field.
what?
That is a
Rotating
football.
wheels? That. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a video today once again. And today we're gonna take a look back, well back, from one of the first videos that we did on stadiums in this channel. We're gonna take a look today at how Tottenham moves its 9,000 ton pitch. Now, obviously there are a lot of new bits with the Tottenham Stadium that we don't know about. Obviously, like how they pour the beer, I think was one that people wanted to actually go and take a look at. But just in general, I really enjoy looking at new stadiums, and obviously the things that fans are going to get to enjoy, and things that Americans will get to enjoy by having an NFL team play in London at the Tottenham Stadium. So we're going to take a look at how they actually remove the football pitch and put on the American football pitch inside the stadium. So you guys gotta let me know your thoughts on the video though down in the comments below, and let's get into it. As well, guys, you can find the original video just down in the description below.
Being an entire pitch is a big enough engineering challenge. But here, they have to do it whilst manoeuvring around that massive musical instrument, the South Stand.
The
It's
entire
insane.
South Stand and all 17,500 people on it are supported on these trees. One here and one there, just two. And they're doing the job of what would otherwise be, I'm guessing, dozens of pillars. The net result is this clear, open space. And if you look at the top, you can see where each of the sort of fingers or branches off these trees are pulling in the weight and into this huge support. There is a downside to this. All of the weight is transferred into these supports and they go below there. Below there is exactly where they store the pitch. That's why the pitch has to split into 3 parts to get around these 2 critical supports.
So they're saying why they have to split the pitch essentially in their little storing of it. This is gonna be an exciting. Listen, I like the little engineering parts of this feat because I've always wondered how they do it.
Being used for American football, where exactly do they store 3 massive chunks of Premier League soccer field? Wayne will probably know.
So this obviously is a car park. Is this the end of the pitch?
Yeah, this is the end of the pitch, so when we go into transition, this is the pitch's home, if you like.
Well, so the pitch comes in here?
Yeah, so basically we just remove these rubbers, and then the pitch wheels obviously just run down that groove, and in she comes.
So that whole pitch into the car park. So if you hear announced in the stadium, well, the owner of the beige Vauxhall, please, you better move.
Be quick.
Because it's going to end up there.
Yeah.
So there's somebody who's part of a team that you spend a lot of time looking after and maintaining that pitch so it's beautiful. When it suddenly tears itself into 3 pieces and is bunged in the car park, that must be a weird moment.
Hopefully it comes out the other end in one piece.
Wayne's beloved
So what do
soccer
they do
field
on
is
this?
about to be on the move.
48 hours from now, this won't be a soccer stadium.
It'll be an NFL stadium
with a completely different pitch and layout.
Listen, also as well, the goalposts for the NFL. I mean, I bet they could literally just like screw them into the ground and stuff like that. But it's just
Have
the whole thought of it kind of blows my mind.
Up, sliding out of the South Stand and making other transformations here, but they've never done it for real. This is their first live event. There are thousands of tasks to be completed. The atmosphere is already tense, but it's okay because they told me I can help.
He's not gonna help.
Be fine.
He's not gonna help.
I'm not just
He's
helping.
got nothing. He's not
Nick has
helping.
told me that I'm about to drive the football pitch.
Bro, that's insane.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I've never crashed anything in my life.
It's easy. Hold down wireless command,
Yes.
and then you push that up
No, this will be the biggest thing I've ever driven.
in your life. This
Yes.
is the first.
It's also a football.
It's a drivable
Definitely the first
pitch.
football pitch I've ever driven.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
My first job is to move the pitch
Oh,
1.5
it just
meters
literally
sideways,
splits at the seams.
tearing apart the 3
And there's
segments of field.
what?
That is a
Rotating
football.
wheels? That. This is amazing.
It's also a football.
Just is it? It's not the
It's
fastest.
definitely the first football pitch I've ever driven.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
My
Bro-
first job is to
bro-
move the
bro.
pitch 1.5 meters sideways, tearing apart the 3 segments of field.
1.5 meters sideways. So they gotta split the football pitch.
Along its length.
Wow.
on purpose.
That's why it has that little drop on the side. That makes total
With the
sense.
flick of my thumb, 68 electric motors begin to
Oh my God,
drive
and the
the
NFL
pitch out of
thing
the
is really
stadium
just right
along
underneath
the
it.
rails at a sedate 7 meters per minute.
So what we're doing now is you're doing 3,000 tons, and by the end of the day, you'd have moved 9,000 tons, which is more than the weight of the Eiffel Tower.
Cool.
All right?
Weighs the same as the Eiffel Tower.
When you think about it and look at it without seeing it move, it's immensely complicated. But seeing it all happen,
It's simple.
there's a kind of simplicity to it.
This type of engineering hasn't really changed in decades. It's just big moving stuff. It's always been mechanic.
And a lot of toys.
The first section is in
That's
the car park
unbelievable.
without a hitch, but I'm feeling
And it looks like a gigantic car park. It really does look just like a little gigantic car park. I guess I didn't really see this part of it, where I guess I got.
in the car park without.
Because they were explaining the whole, that's like a little car park-esque situation, but literally just underneath the stand where there's extra chairs, etc., that they can still drop down and bring down. There's just a little gap, and between that gap is where the extra pitch goes.
Driving both at the same time.
That's amazing.
Am I moving now? No, that's moving.
That's moving.
Because it switched from that one to that one, I very nearly fell over. Right, so that one's now moving.
Yes.
It's like being a mole popping your head up in the middle of a lawn. Just standing here watching the other pitch reveal
It's quite
itself.
deceptive, isn't it?
Not just a pitch either, it's another whole sort of culture. It's another world. NFL is a different world from what they play on here.
Yes.
That's remarkable.
And the whole stadium is at when you're down,
It does feel
it
different.
feels completely different.
It really
the
does.
acoustic is. And the reason this is done is so that you can look into an NFL pitch.
Yeah, it's a totally different place.
This is just crazy. Especially the time lapse of this just makes it look so
A
dope.
grass field. But I have to admit, I'm a little concerned about Wayne. His pride and joy will spend the next 13 days in a car park.
Well, we've got it in here safely. A couple of bits of it were rather nicely driven, but I don't want to
I didn't see that bit.
How would you get off my bit? It's in safely. So going through the things that grass needs, it needs light because it sits in sunlight, obviously.
So we have the LED lights in the ceiling.
You have the LED lights that's still to mate. The engineering is insane for this. I'm actually a little bit mind blown by this. I did not realize that it was literal engineering with lights, with LED lights to continue to keep the grass clean, or not clean, I guess, but to keep it healthy the same way they would any outdoor football pitch.
How do you mow it?
And all of this for the NFL. Oh my God, they've got Roombas.
So
They've
its
got
needs can be
grass
met,
Roombas.
it can be kept alive and nurtured.
Little
Are you
lawnmowers.
going to be awake at night worrying?
Yeah, obviously it's a natural thing to worry about the pitch because obviously it's such a key thing to the business.
Yeah.
People often refer to it as our baby, which in general it is. We work on it every day. It's a 7-day-a-week operation, 365 days, so we'll be in on Christmas Day regardless. And yeah, it's really surreal because although you know the pitch splits until it actually splits, you know, like this morning, you know, you would never know. So to put it in here, now it's, you know, even for me, even surreal to look at.
Yeah.
So
That's
you know,
your pitch.
yeah.
I've no doubt that when you roll this
Yeah,
out,
it just
get
looks like a
back
regular
to the
indoor grass
world,
facility.
be healthy. and
Like it would look like any indoor facility that you would go and play in, just with real grass.
Yeah, it will be.
Nope.
It will be. No
Nope.
pressure there.
Yeah, this is gonna be dope watching them turn
Just
this into the
before
NFL field.
Tottenham Stadium
That's
is swap soccer
amazing.
for American football.
There's a new pitch and a whole new world.
But
Wow.
it'll take more than a pitch switch to turn North London into California.
That's what it looked like before, and now it's done.
There's more to this room than meets the eye. In this mode, it's ready to be set up and used as an exclusive dining room for VIP members where they get to have lunch with ex-players, and you can feel that. It's very somber, very posh. Imagine it with glittering glassware and...
Okay, wait, is this the beer glasses? If he actually does the beer thing here, this will be so exciting.
Then, at an NFL match, it has a very different purpose. They have very specific requirements in NFL for their TV studios. They have to be high up and directly in the center of the pitch. So this was built to serve that second function. The glass comes out, they put the commentator
Oh, they're saying that's where the commentary will be. That's okay.
Diners out there looking into the action in the studio.
everything has two
Makes
doors.
total sense.
I think in here, yeah. So that's not full of Fane Wayne's cooling, ready for use in the dining room. That's all the electronics to plug strong.
The Tottenham Stadium. Take a bow.
This.
That is awesome. So literally in the same place where they have the fine dining stuff, they also have all of the TV stuff for when the NFL production crews come in, and they can turn essentially what is a fine dining area into a broadcast studio. Unbelievable. So you guys, listen, Tottenham Stadium, hands down one of the nicest new stadiums in the Premier League. Obviously, teams I feel like are going to definitely follow their lead, because not only is it single use, it's double use. You could literally make so much, I guess, what would be more profit for the club in itself, just having it open for NFL teams. And you even could, if it were to ever happen, which it probably won't in the next 10 years, have an NFL team in London because of this, because of the engineering that they have set for it, which I think is amazing. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Obviously, Tottenham Stadium is very unique as a double feature stadium. And while Tottenham maybe haven't acclimated to it just yet, I think it's going to be amazing for years and years to come. But thank you guys once again, and I will catch you guys for another video. Peace.